Welcome. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, man, this show is dedicated to my cousin, the late Donald Hammond Jr., a.k.a. Worm. I've been to plenty of fights, watching the fights with him at his home, and I thought it was an honor and a blessing to give my cousin, recognize him on, passing last week. And, my cousin, actually my double cousin on both sides of the family. My mother's side, that's her second cousin, and my first cousin on my father's side. So I send, some love to my cousin Donald Hammond Jr., a.k.a. Worm. Rest in power. Hey. How's it going, brothers? We had a mega event yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I had to bring the big dogs on here, man, again, man. And I have to welcome two of my good brothers, man, ladies and gentlemen, Mo Adams and Larry Quick. How's it going, brothers?
All is well. All is well. Can't complain.
Going great.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed, man. Woo! We got a clinic, man. We got a purebred clinic yesterday, right?
I mean,
yeah.
A lot of folks didn't like my prediction. I thought that Crawford was going to stop Spence in round 10, but Spence wasn't going to quit. It was going to be due to the damage that he was going to inflict, that the doctor and the ref was going to stop it. But the knockdowns were like just bonuses. I didn't expect those.
Yeah.
But, it just it just seemed like Spence said his timing was off. It seemed like a lot more was off than his time.
Yeah, he didn't seem right at all.
I mean, no disrespect though, but he kind of looked like he was a little high, man.
That's what everybody was saying, that man.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say he was, but he kind of looked like he just wasn't all there.
Yeah.
He just wasn't all there.
Something was off, man. But man,
he looked real. He looked real.
Man.
He looked real lethargic yesterday, man.
God,
that's what shocked me. That shocked me. I'm like, hold up, Crawford bigger? Like, oh no, I'm trying to reevaluate my pick.
When I saw that, I knew he was gonna have problems with him, though. I knew then.
That was Spence's only hope. Really, was being bigger and being able to muscle him around a little bit.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, Crawford was blocking all of Spence's body shots, head shots. Man, Spence couldn't. I think he might have caught Crawford clean one time throughout the whole entire fight.
Whole fight,
yeah.
He was defensively responsible.
But like those knockdowns were shocks to me. But
I didn't expect that. I actually didn't have Crawford knocking him out. I thought it was gonna be like a vicious beat, like a vicious just 12-round beat down. This shocked the hell out of me too, bro.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm glad it stopped that way, because the beat down would have hurt him even worse.
Yeah, because he could have really made an example.
He could have damaged him, man.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, it was bad enough. Like, yeah.
So, do you think after this defeat, right? Do you think Spence should hang it up?
Well, you know what though? Before we even answer that question, I don't even know what Spence could do differently in the rematch.
Yeah, that's the question.
That was a wheel breaker. Like they always talk about Spence breaking someone's wheel. He broke him down physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yes.
Like, a lot of fighters don't come back.
Not from that. Not stuff like that. I said the same thing last night.
That's what Spence does to other fighters. He did that.
Yeah.
Nobody's been right after Spence.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They've been messed up from that point on. And I think he got a dose of his own medicine last night, man.
I think exactly. I think that's exactly what happened. And I wouldn't even really want to see a rematch.
I'm not geek for a rematch. Yeah, I'm like
too one-sided. If it was really 7 rounds to 5 rounds, that's something different. But
Oh,
Just
Man, that thing was a
that man
shutout,
just
man.
won one round, man, and that was
Yeah,
just
that
his
was a
filler
shutout.
round, you know.
Yeah, that was the first round. Yeah, first round.
Yeah,
Got
that
the
was a
first
shutout.
round.
and then one of the
Man.
rounds was 10-7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was ridiculous. Yeah, it was no chance he could have won that fight, though.
Yeah,
Like
it
you
wasn't
say,
no-
Mo, that was
And not only that, he was weakening. You know, Spence normally gets stronger as the fight goes
yeah,
on.
yeah,
He was getting weaker as the fight
yeah.
went on.
He was.
I was wondering if because Spence had something to say about what's the man that fought Tim Tszyu?
No, who fought Tim Tszyu?
No. He fought Tim Tszyu and lost. The black dude that went over
The guy from Detroit. What's my guy name? The guy knocked out, right?
there.
Oh, Tony Hurst.
Harrison.
Tony,
Tony Hurst.
He said it looked like Tony Harris been in some yams. That's what he said. It
Yeah.
looked like he been in some yams as
Yes,
well.
indeed. Yes, indeed, brother.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, it did. He looked kind of drunk, or something was wrong with him before he came in there. Yeah, so
Them later rounds, man, he was.
yeah, it was.
I ain't want to see no more.
So
Okay, so do you think the weight cut is part of the reason why he looked like that?
Well, you know what? They said he had a nutritionist though.
right, and he looked bigger at that
And he
weight.
looked thicker. He looked a lot bigger and thicker.
Yep, he
Now,
looked sunken in.
yeah, but the one thing I will say is I think the biggest mistake he might have made was fighting. I think he should have jumped on Crawford the minute Crawford got that belt from Horn.
Yeah,
Because he was a stronger welterweight then.
yeah.
He saved him last when he was outgrowing that weight.
He gave him time to grow into the weight.
Yeah, man. He matured. He gave him time to mature in that welterweight division,
Facts.
which made him more dangerous.
Facts.
So that could have played a different factor too.
Yeah, that's the size of the street. That's the size of the street came back to bite him that time, huh?
Yeah.
So how y'all
But
feel
I
about?
think he knew Crawford was the hardest out of the bunch. Though.
Yeah, he knew that. He knew that for a fact. Yeah, he did. And sometimes that's not good, is it? Sometimes
No.
Sometimes that's not good. Yeah. That's like I was saying. You know, a lot of talk was Boots, right? Fighting Terrence Crawford. I think Boots, if he was wise enough, he wouldn't take that fight right now. He don't have enough.
What's the rush, man?
Right, what's the rush?
It ain't no rush. Don't worry about my boy about that fight.
Because I'm gonna tell you, man, Crawford's a killer, man.
Yeah,
There's no rush.
Show enough, man. Show enough, man. He don't have enough. He ain't been in deep waters enough to take a fight like that yet.
Nah, he haven't. He's still growing, man. He's still growing.
Yeah.
So, this the next question I'ma ask, man. Last night performance. Where do we put Terrence Crawford among the greats of the greats?
Oh, he up there.
Oh,
he up there.
Definitely up there.
Yeah.
And then
he
you gotta talk about no one unified the welterweight division.
Right. Ever.
And
the full belt,
I mean, and then you gotta think about it. He unified 140 and 147.
147.
If he get 154, he top dog.
Yeah.
You already asked for Charlo in the beginning.
Yeah.
But
hey, did y'all see that he was when he dropped Spence? He was talking to Charlo. You next. He told him he was next, right? He was in the corner.
Yeah.
When he got up on the rope.
Show enough. You next. Yeah, man.
You know what though? After seeing that fight, I feel differently about Charlo versus Canelo.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I don't know if a lot of people caught it, but I didn't appreciate any knowledge that Derrick James was giving Spence while he was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
I think he was telling them some good stuff. Spence wasn't doing things.
He wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing
He just
it.
wasn't doing it. He was telling them,
doing
get
it.
off the line. Why you standing right in front of him?
Yep.
Because after that first knockdown, Spence just seemed like he came out there trying to just bang.
Yeah, and that's what Derrick was trying to tell him not to. He like, man, be patient. It's gonna come. Get off the line. Give him angles. And this. But Spence was just, I think he was lost. I think he was just like, hold up, man. He wasn't expecting.
It might have been
ego. And you know, that's what I be telling people.
Because it was
Sometimes
his first knockdown too.
first knockdown. Sometimes these fighters gotta learn to get dropped. Gotta go through this stuff to know how to deal with it. Don't nobody want to go through adversity no more, man. They don't want
But
to
you
go.
know something though? I'm gonna tell you something that's interesting. When he got knocked down and he came out the next round throwing them bombs, he reminded me of a DC fighter.
Straight
once
up,
we get
man.
hurt-
Straight, we get hurt.
Once
We
we
gone.
get hurt,
Yeah.
we talking about banging.
That's
we ain't
facts,
gonna
man.
slow down. We ain't gonna step
Yeah,
off.
man.
We
Yeah.
go out there to die.
Yeah,
That's
you
facts,
guys
bro.
take me out.
That's
We
facts,
go out
man.
there to die. So,
That's facts,
he reminded
man.
me of a DC fighter when I
He
saw
damn
that.
sure did.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
There we go. Yep. So where do you want to see Terrence Crawford go from here?
All I can see is him moving up. You know, because he already said in his press conference that 147 was kind of difficult for him too.
Yeah, he did.
He did say
That's
that.
crazy.
So I see him moving up to the next weight class.
Yeah, he going 54.
You
Yeah,
know,
because he
you know,
didn't.
why stay at 147?
Right.
Why?
I didn't see the weigh-in. I wasn't in the country at the time. Did he didn't make weight? What happened?
No, no. What happened was Spence was right on weight, like 147. Crawford was 146 and some change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he was under.
Crawford was underweight.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay. Good deal. Okay. Oh man. So yesterday's performance. Was that a comparison? Can you put him up there with Floyd Mayweather in comparisons of great performance? And do he have a chance of possibly dethroning the TBE title?
Well, as far as being as clever to sell a fight, no.
No.
He can't sell like Mayweather.
Nah.
But I'm gonna tell you, he put on a more dangerous performance.
Yeah, he did.
Because Mayweather in his early career, you know, like when he fought Diego Corrales, he was like putting him away,
Yeah,
no matter
he
how
was.
strong you were.
Yep.
You know, but then as he got older, he started getting touched a lot less,
Yeah.
and he started touching folks a lot easier. So some folks like lost the if you weren't a boxing fan, you didn't understand what you were looking at, the beauty you were looking at.
Facts.
So but as far as Terrence Crawford, he still got that dog in him.
Yeah.
And he's still showing finesse as well. So, but as far as Mayweather, can't nobody sell a fight like Mayweather, man.
Nah, they
Yeah,
can't.
Mayweather.
You know, he
Got
can
that
make you hate
gas.
him. You know, he can
Yeah.
make you hate him and switch it up. He
It's
stays
switch.
calm.
That's facts. Yeah.
Man, he's a marketing.
Shorty a whole different animal, man.
Yeah, man. He's a marketing like juggernaut, man.
So Mo, you went for UNC's went for Spence, right? You know.
Yeah.
Do you think I already asked this question again, I'm asking y'all too, because y'all was fans of him, going with him. Listening to his press conference and the way he sound, slurring and everything.
Right.
Do you see him being able to recover from such a one-sided defeat like that, or should he hang it up?
That's kind of flip side. The reason why I say it's kind of flip because you go back when what's his name? Julio Cesar Chavez fought Mildred Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that fight broke Mildred.
Forever.
Bad, yeah.
Forever.
Mildred never returned from that.
Never returned from that.
You know what I mean? And this fight here, I think it broke Spence. I really think it broke him, man.
I think so too, man. I
You know what I
truly
mean?
do.
He just looked all in the face, man. He just looked warm. He just looked broken.
Yeah. He looked broke, man.
You know what I mean?
He looked dead after about round 4. It was like it was over.
And
Yeah, it was done. It was done.
Y'all seen this in the past. A fighter, when you get clipped, and for some reason in the back of your head, it always come up in the back of your head that you can get clipped again. I've been clipped.
Yeah,
I've been knocked out, but I've been stopped before in my career as an amateur.
Yeah.
And it always played a
But
crazy,
you know what? You know what though? that's when you become gunshot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
gunshot.
that's
Real.
the perfect word, Mo.
You,
That's the
you,
perfect
you,
word.
you come
Gunshot.
gunshot, man. And you in fear of getting hit with a shot that's gonna take you out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You're
exactly.
not gonna really let your
You know,
real self come out.
you
And you
know, because
think,
You know what I mean?
I noticed that in Roy Jones.
yeah,
Yeah,
When Roy
yeah,
Jones got clipped by
Oh
Tar,
yeah.
he ain't been
he
right ever
wasn't right.
since.
He wasn't
Yeah,
right
yeah,
then.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I wouldn't say I would want to see him retire now, because I do want to see the comeback. I want to see the
yeah,
bounce back. See if he can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? The next fight will be telling.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So give him a nice little tune-up fight, somebody that
Yeah,
he
yeah,
should.
yeah. I'm glad you said tune up because
yeah.
he
He
Yep.
can't
needed.
he can't jump back on.
Nah, I
Yeah, he
wouldn't
can't
jump
come back
back
in
in
no
there with no
hard fight.
Crawford or nobody. Nah, give him
Nah.
a nice little tune-up fight and evaluate where he is mentally, physically, and things like that. Because one thing I heard
At 54.
at 54,
54.
yeah, that would be ideal, because then he won't have to cut no more. But
Yeah.
I listened to what Roy Jones said after the fight. He said the accident had to play a role, because you remember the surgery he had to go through to get his face back reconstructed or whatever. And after like round 3 or 4, you could start seeing discoloration or whatever on his face,
Yeah.
and how
Yeah.
bad his face got. It was like, man, that you want he'll go and see if that's the issue or not. You know what I'm saying?
And
His face look real bruised, man.
Yeah, quickly.
I also heard Spence talk about when he fought Ugas, he got his teeth knocked out that he had
Yeah.
just got fitted for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he thought it was his teeth. It was his
Yeah, he
mouthpiece.
thought it was his
He
teeth.
thought it was his teeth. He
Right.
said it was a little.
Right. So that car crash did more damage than we think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And then he also experienced that detached retina when he was training to fight Pacquiao.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 That happened in Spawn because Spawn is worse than a fight.
Worse than
Most
fighting. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Damn sure can be.
Yeah.
so he spawned Charlo. They
Right.
up in there trying to like
Yeah.
go at it.
They
Kill each
going.
other.
They
Yeah.
That's like
going.
a
It's
war.
wars.
That's like a war up in Philly, a Philadelphia war or
Yes,
something.
indeed.
Yeah.
Spawn
They
sessions
won.
are
They
deadly.
joints is vicious, man.
So it's like I just don't think he based on all that he's been through, I don't think he has nothing else to prove. I mean I got respect for him. I just don't
Oh
want him
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
to be all. I don't want him to be like. I'm gonna tell you. I don't want him to be like what's the guy that got knocked out by Julian Jackson? Terry Norris.
Terry
Terry
Norris.
Norris,
Terry Norris
God,
so
man,
messed up, man.
you can't even understand 2 words,
Nah,
man.
And Terry Norris don't even look like he took a beating through his
No, he
career.
don't. And then look at him. He look in shape. He look well.
He
Like
look
he
great,
fit.
man.
Look
He
great.
look
Just
great.
soon as he talk, man, you can hear mumbles, man. Straight mumbles.
Yeah, I don't want him to be like Terry Norris, man.
Yeah. He took too many knockouts. Terry Norris been clipped a few times and it played a part on that. And
You know what? Hey, you know what? That jab that Turns was doing last night. And I was in camp with Simon Brown when he knocked out Terry Norris. I was in
okay,
camp, me and Andrew Council.
okay,
And the jab that he hit, Simon hit Terry Norris with a jab, man, knocked him off his feet, man.
yeah, he
Had this
did.
man skating.
Yeah,
Bam! Had him and the joint was slinging. It was
Yeah.
slinging, one of them slinging jabs. Whack.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Knocked your
remember
And,
phone
that
down,
joint,
Bo.
Huh?
It was so good it knocked your phone down.
Yeah. Hey man. That thing, hey, look at it. That thing was beautiful, man. And then when Turns did it last night, man, I said, man, I said he's done. He's done. He's done.
Yeah.
I was just feeling bad, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think
and
he's done.
another thing is like people talk so much about Spence's jab. I noticed weaknesses in Spence's jab when I saw Kell Brook coming over
Going
his
over
jab.
top. Yeah.
He was timing coming over his jab,
Yep.
and I just didn't think his jab was enough to keep Terrence Crawford off of him.
Nah. And you notice Terrence Crawford readjusted his jab. Terrence Crawford's known
Yeah.
for throwing the flicking jab. It's flicking.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
he said he
He
changed
said
his
it.
jab
He
up.
changed
Yeah.
it, man.
Yeah.
Switched it up.
They trained for that.
Yes,
Say, I know they was expecting, and that's probably what threw the timing off even more, because
he expected
you
something
training for
different.
that flicking jab, and then he all of a sudden he throwing this stiff jab.
Yeah,
And
it
there was
was
one good
It
jab
was-
that he threw.
he
He like
almost
came
dropped him.
towards Spence and faked the jab, then move in position and then hit him with a solid jab. Like, it was, he just knew how to
that
close.
thing was beautiful,
I mean,
man.
he knew how to close in that 2-inch distance that Spence
Yeah.
had on him.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter.
Yeah.
Nope.
Didn't even matter.
He put on a Boston Clinic last night, man.
That was a
Yeah,
beautiful
man.
show, man. I swear, I'm
Yeah.
like,
They better, man. I'm just hoping folks don't make like excuses saying, like Spence had to do the weight cut, but he made that decision.
yeah. That's his
You know what I'm
decision.
saying?
That's
He
what
Give that
didn't he
man,
didn't make no
give
excuses
Crawford
for
his
himself.
props.
Nah. He did. He did.
There's a few guys tried. I noticed on the Facebook group was trying to give an excuse for the laws. I mean, for the laws. It was a fair fight.
Oh,
They
yeah.
both
Yeah.
had to make weight. They both
Yeah.
coming down from weight. So, it's on the fighter. They got
Yeah, he
this
signed
fight.
up.
Yeah, and this fighter made adjustments. He reinvented himself for this fight. That's
fight,
yeah,
old
he
school
did.
boxing. That was old
And
school
and
boxing.
not only that, they pushed the training camp harder and went to Las Vegas and stayed a month.
Yeah, exactly. Early.
Yeah, he
That tell you
really
something.
got it.
Yeah.
And that tell you what he came to do. He came
Yeah,
strictly
he
for
wasn't playing.
business.
Man. Yes,
Strictly for business.
because he told Spence if he get out of line,
He got off that
if
line.
he get out of line.
Yeah. He went to work, man.
Now,
Damn.
do y'all think that Spencer's 15-month layoff could have had an effect too?
I'm glad you said that because Spence has the longest layoffs, man.
Yeah, he do.
It's like it's either people avoid him or he's waiting for that specific fight.
Waiting for a fight, yeah.
But Crawford stayed active. He
Stayed active.
active
And
fluid,
that's
They
what
weren't the
fighters
best
need to do. I
fights. They
keep
weren't the
telling
best
these dudes,
fights, but he stayed fluid.
yeah, you gotta stay active to stay sharp, man. I mean, I would never let them use it as an excuse. Like you can make a fight. We stalled. If I was Crawford, I say we stalled in negotiations, and I went and made a fight. You could have did the same thing.
Yeah, he did. And he stayed.
Not taking anything from this fight, but the undercard, with a Pitbull Cruz and that other guy. Both of those guys came off like almost a 1-year layoff,
Facts.
and they was cracking too.
That he was. He was cracking.
Yeah.
Pitbull had him a couple of times. I don't know what happened. He got too wild or something,
I mean,
man.
that dude was throwing a lot of combinations though.
Yeah, he was. Dude was nice. Dude was nice.
Yeah, he was nice. He
slick.
just
slick.
didn't have enough. He didn't have enough crack.
Still got his faculties though. After that,
No, because he
Yeah.
was dazed.
He ain't have enough
dazed a
power
few
to
times, though.
enough power for Pitbull. Pitbull a whole bulldog.
Not at all.
Yeah, man. Oh man, we gonna go to the lines, man. Anybody want to call in like last night, man? You have the option to do so. We enjoy some of y'all comments and questions as well. The number is 240-661-7647. Last night on the Facebook page, we had over 700 people went on that thing last night, man. Man, that DMV Boxing Legends Facebook page is growing like crazy. We now at about, I think, 6,300 people on there, trying to get to that 10,000 mark at least by September. So it's growing every day, man. I'm seeing like 80 people a day is joining that page. They are interested. The home team is interested in this DMV history that we got here, man. This boxing is rich. Boxing history of some greats, man. Prime example. Excuse me. Oh, someone's calling. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Second Win Boxing Meeting. May I help you? Hold on one second, brother. Let me chime you in. How's it going, brother? Who am I speaking with?
Hey man, it's Ray, man. I've been on your show before. How you doing,
What's
man?
up, brother? How's it going, man?
I'm all right, man. I just want to tell y'all, man, like, thank y'all for, doing what y'all doing, man. I'm listening to a lot of these people talk about the fight, and none of them never boxed or nothing.
Okay.
And, all the clowning and all of that. So thank y'all for respecting the sport, man.
Most definitely.
And respecting what went on last night. I think it was You know, I think it was a beautiful fight. I see beauty in even defeat. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
indeed, man.
So and that's only, you know, if you went into the sport, then you're gonna feel like that. But what a lot of people ain't really talking about is 45 seconds in that fight. If you watch that fight, when y'all go back and watch that fight,
Okay.
watch when they clinched up. And when they clinched up, when Terrence Crawford, he pushed Earl Spence back like the way he did.
I saw that.
I was like, you know what? I
knew
know how
it.
this fight will go.
Yes, indeed. I saw that, brother.
The only thing that I think that Earl had was his physicality, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when he was able to push him off like that, I'm like, damn, Earl he ain't strong or something.
Yeah.
I'm not playing the weight drain game. I'm not even talking about that. I think Terrence Crawford, people don't understand the man used to wrestle.
Yeah.
Used to wrestle.
He
Yeah.
used some of them techniques
wrestler,
too
yeah.
yesterday. I saw him.
Yeah, so he's very strong. You know
And
what I mean? But man, I ain't gonna take y'all time.
Nah, it's all good, brother.
Past y'all, man.
It's all good,
Yeah.
brother. We appreciate the gesture, man, because
Yeah.
I noticed it yesterday. To be honest with you, I noticed how when they were clinching, Crawford would use his elbow and let him know, I'm not backing down. I'm coming forward. I'm coming forward. I'm not gonna let you try to push me around. And
Right.
as me personally, as a puncher, I'm a known puncher in my days, right? And
Right.
this is why I picked Crawford specifically. Why I picked Crawford? Because I know when a good puncher get off his rhythm, it's over, man. What's the first thing you know for knocking people out with timing and catching people with certain angles and shots? When somebody take that away from you, that don't do nothing but create frustration. That's all it do is create frustration for a puncher. And what I saw last night from Crawford was pure timing. The timing to take the timing from a fighter is everything. And
I noticed he jabbed too.
And he jabbed, and guess what else he did? Guess what else he took away from him? He took his body shots away from him.
Yeah.
And he counter punches after he missed. After he missed, he counter punched off the body shots.
Made him scared to throw body shots.
Made him pay. That's old school boxing.
He stayed so close to him, man, and didn't get hit.
Man.
I mean, his feet were planted right. I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man.
Art. It was art.
It was art.
Sure was.
But brother Ray, I appreciate you as always, brother. You know you welcome on here anytime, man. If I'd have known you was available, I'd have had you on here too.
Man, look, I'm just getting myself together from last night. Me and my wife went out and watched the fight, man. Shit down boxing fan too. So, man, I'm just now getting myself together, man.
Hey,
a couple
me
drinks
too.
and everything at the fight and all that. Not at the fight, but watching it. So
It's all good, brother.
all night last night.
I'm gonna answer this next call, brother. I appreciate you.
Okay, yes, sir, brother.
Peace. The second Win Boxing Media. Who am I speaking with?
This is Roy Payne.
What's up, Roy Payne? How's it going, brother?
How's it going?
All is well.
Yeah, about the fight last night. Everything is good. The one thing I want to say about the fight last night in the second round when when Spence got dropped, he got back up, and from then he kept trying to get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw his game plan. He threw his game plan.
Threw everything out the
way
window.
out. So
Yes.
all he was trying to do was get it back, and he never got it back.
That's facts, brother. Never got it. He never was able to recover from when he got dropped.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, man, when he got dropped? Do you think did he go into his ego, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think he went into his ego because he's never had to fight behind the 8 ball. He never had nobody, do that to him.
That's real talk, brother.
Deal with that.
Been able to pressure everybody.
Do you think Spence should let it go from here, or should he continue? What's your opinion on that?
Well, this is my opinion. I knew after Spence fought Sean Porter that he was shot. And then what he went through with the accident, it made me even more say he was shot. if you think about Spence, after he fought Sean Porter, he really didn't fight anybody. You know, no disrespect to Peterson, but he fought Peterson. That was a safe fight. He fought Danny Garcia, another safe fight. Ugas, I thought, was a safe. He didn't really fight nobody that would punch him and make him, respect after the Porter fight and the Kell Brook fight. So he was basically preserving himself for what he got last night.
Yeah.
So that's my thought. I think that he should retire. If you listen to him, his speech
He's slurring,
is not the
man.
same.
Speech
He's slurring bad.
Same thing, Roy.
Yeah. So I don't want him to end up like a lot of other fighters that I've seen. And you guys speak of Terry Norris. I met Terry Norris one night at Foxwoods, man. And it was sad. He was talking to me, but I just couldn't understand anything that he was saying.
Right.
You know
it sounds bad, man. It's that's definitely something that he has a chance. Spence had made good money. You know, most of the fighters' main reason for sticking around is they trying to get that last 20 million, or sometimes they try to just get 2 to 1 million. He made a good purse where he can walk away from it. So I think he should just go and take that 30, 20 million, whatever he making from this fight, and just go with the least bit of speech that he has left, because last night on the press conference showed it.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's another thing, Raw. What did he do with the money? Did he put it away?
That's a good question. I hope he did, man. I hope he did, brother.
Because when you make it, you got all these relatives that come with their hand out, and sometimes you just have the soft heart and you feel that you're going to take care of everybody because the paydays are always going to be there. Spence probably never thought that he would run into a night like he ran into last night.
That's real talk, brother, man. That was a great question and great dialogue, brother. I appreciate you, man. You're welcome.
That was on point, Roy.
Chime in here anytime, brother Roy Payne, man. I appreciate you, champ.
You guys too.
Good talking to you, man.
See everybody out there, Larry and Mo.
Hey,
yes,
what's up,
indeed.
Roy?
What's up, Roy? What's going on?
Yes, indeed, Roy.
Brother, just living a good life.
That's right.
Good seeing you, hearing from you again, brother, man. Peace and blessings, man.
All right, take care.
You too, brother.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Got a question in the
good to
chat
hear from the good old brothers, man, from back in the days, man.
Yeah, man.
Got a question in the chat.
I remember sparring Roy fresh out the army.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Question in the chat is like, do y'all think that Spence trainer Davis was telling him to do the right things? Because it don't seem like he ever adjusted.
That was Larry mentioned that. Larry mentioned that. What you feel about it, Larry?
I was me and Candy Jacobs was going back and forth about that. We didn't feel like Derek James was like he wasn't giving him instructions.
Yeah.
Or you can say he wasn't listening. I mean, you can say he wasn't listening, but they've been together too long for him not to be listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, they mesh. They go together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just flat out wasn't his night.
Yeah.
Wasn't his night.
Exactly
He just got beat by the better man, and he got beat by the better man. And what's Terrence Crawford trainer name? What's his name?
Bomac.
Bomac out coached.
Out coached him.
Yes.
That's it. They both got beat by the better people. Yeah,
just got out coached. That's all.
They both got beat by the better people last night.
That's
man.
it.
That's what that
That's
was.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, how do you feel about this?
But you know something, though? But you know something? Remember we talked about in our first interview how it seems like, how did you train for Terrence Crawford?
Yeah.
But we knew how to
say that. Yeah.
We could figure out how we could train for Spence.
We know how to train for him, but how can you train? That was the biggest of our conversation.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, they knew Spence well.
Yeah, man, they had him mastered, bro.
They knew him well.
They had him mastered.
They knew him well, man.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they you could tell they studied the game tapes.
They had him mastered. They had him down to a science, man. And I listened to when he was warming up in the dressing room. You can hear the dude saying, when he missed, we gonna make his ass pay. He just kept saying that.
Yeah.
I said, oh shucks, they gonna do some damage. He just kept yelling, when he missed, he gonna make his ass pay. I just kept hearing that. And
I
if
was
he didn't get in the
wondering.
ring and did that for real, he did it. Now,
I was
that
wondering where the
pure.
confidence was coming from because Crawford was leading up to the fight. He kept telling Earl, "It's nothing you could do with me. I know you. It's nothing you could do with me." And I'm like, hold up, man. He's a little confident, like you know.
I mean, yeah, because he kept correcting people like, you mean after I win the fight?
Yeah.
In the conversation you had, like, you mean after I win?
Right.
He kept making that a point.
And I like the way they both did it, right? In the beginning of the conferences, all the way through, wasn't no too disrespectful, wasn't no extra antics. This was like, I guess he was like, I don't want to focus on nothing about how I'm going to miss and make your ass pay tonight or when the fight happened. It seemed like he wanted to stay there.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
indeed,
another
man.
thing, he said, you just going to have to show me.
Yeah, exactly.
You just going to have to show me. That's all he kept saying. You just going to have to show me.
Yeah, but once some brother said something about what instructions could, put that up there, C's.
Yeah, that's Ray.
Okay, Brother Ray. That is Brother Ray. Yep, they saying. But what instruction could Dirk James give Spence, being that Spence only attributes was him being a pressure fighter? Facts.
Yeah.
He
gave him what he could. Get off the line.
And that's that.
I mean,
he didn't know.
he trainer of the year. I don't know what he could have given him, but he's the trainer of the year. He should have some extra things that he had to show.
Yeah, you should be able to go into a bag or something.
Yeah, because they also said that there were versions of Spence that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, Brother Lou, we just was talking about that too, man. We think Spence should go to the retirement place from here on out, man.
I think he need to tune up in order to evaluate for a time.
I don't think he need to take another punch, man.
I would say because I want you to bounce back.
You don't need him looking like no Donito Nair.
Yeah, man. He
look bad, man.
Look bad.
Nonito look like it's time for Nonito. It's definitely time for Nonito to hang it up. Salute to him though.
Oh yeah.
Salute to him though.
Yeah. I think he should just let it go. Like really, listen. Only time people be fighting still, you make 30 million. Like, what you gotta fight for, man? With 30 million.
Right.
What's the point of getting abused, man? There's no more need for abuse if you making $30 million, man. That could be well invested. So I hope he just say, listen, man, you the new king of 47 and 54. I'm out the way. Man, you know, a lot of fighters walked away. You prime examples, like even though he didn't take no damage at all, Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Yeah.
He had all his faculties and he walked away. He was able to go speak at events and make money on other things. Right.
Acting and everything.
Acting, did all types of stuff. So, man, it's not a bad thing walking away with $30 million. I'm sorry to say that, man. And I don't even think Marvin made $30 million fighting Ray Leonard back then.
Nah. I ain't make that.
So, yeah, man, I think it should just let it go. And that shutout was a sign, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta give it to Crawford. He's retiring people, man. He already retired one great fighter, good fighter, and he's about to retire a great fighter.
Yeah.
You know, I think he is, man. So, what other questions I had too?
Did anybody also catch that Shakur Stevenson? They had a bet. He and with Jeezy, they bet 25,000.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
And the Jeezy did
25,000.
That's crazy.
Shakur came off on that. I know he bet with Crawford.
Came off nice.
Yeah.
Put that one up there too, C's. He was saying, I think the Spence camp was really going with the idea that Buzz was too small.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. That was his only hope. His only chance was to be able to bully him, muscle him around, push him around, pressure him.
It wasn't even the face-offs that let us know indicated. It was when they were in the ring doing the instructions. I said,
that
God
first round,
dang, look how big Crawford looked.
And you know what else? Bud said after round 1, he knew he had him because he felt stronger. And his punches felt harder.
Yeah.
He felt that. I didn't see all that in round 1, but he's saying that that's what he saw in round 1. That he felt stronger, faster, and his punches were harder. He said he knew him after round 1. He had him.
He had him. And it showed that he knew him after that, too. It showed. Because that was a whole different...
Clipped him round 2.
Man, 2. He clipped him. And that's when that pride kicked in Spence's head. And whatever. If they had a game plan, it was already gone, man.
Hey, do y'all think Spence would have had a better chance landing a big shot and hurting Crawford if he threw the double jab and ripped the left uppercut behind that, since Crawford was in high guard?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. There's another call.
Yeah, that's hard to say.
Yeah, I think Crawford was really countering everything, but
he
was beating Spence to the jab. Realistically, he was actually beating Spence to the jab.
We're gonna get you on here 1 second. Hold on, caller.
Yeah, but he could have tried it. He could have tried. He needed to try something.
To that question, my opinion, no. Because they already had in their mind, if he missed, he was going to pay. I don't care what he would have thrown. He would have probably pawed that jab down, came over top with a left hand. But you can't double jab something you can't see a lot of times. Crawford was never on the line. Crawford was dead ahead. He stayed was here the whole fight. How can you double jab somebody like that?
And you know something else? The fact that every time Spence made a mistake, he made him pay. Spence's numbers went down too.
Yeah, he couldn't. He stopped throwing his.
He stopped throwing. He
threw a punch. He got hit.
Yeah, he slowed down.
Exactly.
Yeah, what I compared it to was Floyd and Canelo.
Yes.
How Floyd had Canelo baffled.
That's perfect, man. That's perfect. Yes. Same thing.
So we got a call on the line too, fellas. How's it going? Who am I speaking with? Second Win Boxing Media.
You're speaking with Willie Robinson.
What's up, Willie Robinson? How's it going, champ?
It's going good, man. I just want to say first and foremost, man, I love what you guys doing. It's a breath of fresh air to hear some brothers who, if you're a native Washingtonian, understand that you guys have a deep history in the sport and that all your points are valid. And that's what I wanted to call and talk about tonight.
I appreciate you, brother, man. We thank you, man. I truly appreciate that, brother.
Mr. Hammond, Rashid, I remember sitting in with you one night and you said, Willie, there's a guy that's coming out of Michigan, because you had went up to Michigan and you had fought in the Junior Olympics, I think it was. You were up in Mali and you said all the DC guys came through and this guy was like, I'm the greatest. I'm knocking everybody out. Line them up. Point them down. You said, remember this name. You said, remember this name. You said it was Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Yes, indeed, man.
And in my heart, I said, well, if Rashid said that he did that to all the guys that come from D.C., then I'd never bet against him. He'd be my favorite fighter.
Wow.
And Floyd went on to do Floyd Mayweather things. So you are my boxing sensei from that standpoint. And that leads me up to the Earl Spence. Now, Earl became my guy because I heard about how he gave Floyd a black eye.
Yeah.
And,
that's true.
And how he had put the beats on Floyd out in Vegas. And I said, if Rashid said Floyd was going to be the greatest ever and he went on to do that, the Earl Spence going to be again. Now, last night you proved that his levels to it, man.
Yes, indeed.
And his levels to it. And as you say all the time, styles make fights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys, man. That's all I had. I
yes,
just wanted
indeed.
to remind you.
Hey, brother Will, I want to throw this at you too, brother. I've heard about that sparring session too, right, with Floyd and Spence. Floyd just came back in the gym from coming in from prison.
Yes.
So Floyd was not Floyd. Floyd was getting back into becoming, and that's how Floyd moved. He picked the hardest work, go through that shit and get him back on his game plan. Floyd intentionally picked Earl Spence out of shape while he was out of shape to spar him to get back motivated. So
and Rashid, there is a point in that sparring session where they say that when Floyd figured him out, they say he cracked. They say he cracked
Spence.
He cracked Spence and had Spence knocked out on his feet.
yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
I heard that same. After he figured him out.
After he figured him out, though.
Yeah.
He didn't take him seriously in the beginning.
Yeah, he did. He had some problems with him though, man. He definitely did, man. Brother Will, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let y'all know who we speaking to, man. This is my brother right here, man. He's a football genius, man. Professional football coach at one time overseas. He also was the linebacker coach for Georgetown University, man. This is my brother, man. Brother Willie, man. How's it going, man? I appreciate you for calling in, man.
Man, I just want to call you, man. I just wanted to give you some of that energy that you always gave me. I love you, Slim.
Love you too, brother.
You're a wise man.
Appreciate
You're a wise man.
I appreciate the flowers, brother. Always, man.
I've learned so much from you over the years, man, and just to see you rebrand yourself, doing something you love again, man. Y'all listen closely, man. This a powerful brother, man.
Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate you, man, for calling in, letting the people know, man.
All right.
Peace and blessings, brother. Stay.
I want to keep getting his knowledge.
Yes, indeed, brother. Peace and blessings, brother.
Y'all keep cooking, baby.
Will do, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed, brother Willie, man. He's a true football genius, man. Him and Leftwich, they are close friends. They played around with each other, played sports together too. He real deal with the football, man. And if y'all get a chance, hopefully he'll be one of them NFL coaches, starting off assistant coaches or something like that. But he on his way, man. He on his way for sure. Oh man, so we already came to conclusions. So how we get this, man? Should Spence retire? All of us saying, I think me and Lurie, I think most saying the same thing. Sees you still.
I'm the only one saying, I don't like. First, I don't like people going out on losses. Especially somebody who's a great fighter. I want to see him go out on a high note. I want to see him go out, in a good way, not on a bad loss or nothing. That's why I say a nice little easy fight. If he could get through that, then we could evaluate and see what we want to see next and see if he is okay, So yeah, that's all I'm saying. But I wouldn't be mad at him going there hanging it up. Like, it is what it is. He had a great career. It ain't like it's, but I don't want to say after one loss that, it's time to hang it up, because then that just feeds the whole people not wanting to take no losses thing. You know what I mean? I always say, I stand by, like, fight the best fights. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, you can come back. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm like, I can't just be like, he lost. Go ahead and lose. Hang on.
But it's how you lose though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he lost. It was
bad. It was bad. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was ugly. You know what I mean? But I want to see it. I want to see it.
It may be a fact that he has some more left in him. But the question is he gonna leave that little bit in the ring, or he's gonna save that for his family?
There we go. Yeah. That's the question, brother. That's
good point.
That's it.
He has something left in him. Yes.
That's it. That was the answer, brother. Right there.
Yeah.
He has something left in him. Yes, he has something left in him. It depends on where he's going to distribute it. He's gonna leave it in the ring, or he's gonna leave it with his family.
Yeah, that was the answer, right? That's the answer right there, because that's what I'm concerned with. Because I see got little kids, and I got little young kids, and don't nobody want to be having to translate for their father. They don't have to. He has a chance to prevent that, man.
Yes.
And we've been around this thing. We've been in gyms with guys that we can barely understand, and that's no disrespect. That's just making a observation of something that can be prevented. Because, and we have seen guys, we have friends that died in the ring.
Yes.
So we know that, man, if you can get out this thing unscathed, man, God bless you, man. I'm for that. First and foremost, it's our brothers being able to get out of there and don't nothing happen to them.
That's right. And be a successful family man.
Yes, indeed. I'm still here. My battery must died on my camera. So y'all keep talking. I'm gonna change my battery.
So where do y'all see Crawford? How do y'all see Crawford versus Charlo? If that's next for Crawford.
If it's the under the same coach, if it's almost like the same formula, then I don't know. They say Spence be beating Charlo up sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, they better not sleep on Bud, man.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I see Charlo. Charlo might be a better boxer on outside than Spence, but I see their styles are being a little similar.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's like if Spence couldn't do nothing with him, like why would I believe that Charlo can? But he's a bigger guy, like, you know, but I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to put.
Oh yeah,
you know who the Charlo remind me of?
I was thinking the same thing. I think he heard him fast.
Fast. He be out by 5.
No disrespect to them.
To them, they some great fighters, but he'd be out by 5.
Yeah.
You know who you know who the Charlos remind me of? The Charlos remind me of Terry Norris.
Yeah, they got that Terry Norris in them a little bit. Far as aggressive too.
They remind me of Terry Norris.
Aggressive,
You know what I mean?
I said Charlo had problems with Hurst, and I'm not sure he can handle Bud. I'm with you.
Bud,
I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah. I don't think I'm at the point. I don't think none of these new guys.
Hurst is a great boxer. He just
yeah. If
he got stamina problems.
If he can stay on his toes, you can't.
He got stamina problems bad.
What I saw last night, I don't think nobody can beat Bud. Bud to go 154 and sweep that too.
I know. I believe so.
Yeah, shit. I mean, especially with the abilities that to game plan. That was what I saw last night.
Now, you know what, Rashid? I'm gonna tell you one thing. The only thing that I think that will affect Bud, if Bomac don't take better care of his health,
he got to, man. He looking like I watched him yesterday, man. I say, brother, you ain't gonna you gonna make it to the next undisputed fight. Come on, brother, we gotta get that together.
Yeah, because at least Derek James be out there running and
he running with him, training with him. Yeah, you know, you in that gym with it. How could you avoid it? I'm trying to figure, like, come on, bro, don't avoid that, man.
Bud gonna have to put it to him, like, look, come on, man, we gonna run together. We gonna, you know.
He a former fighter too, so I don't understand, man. You know, dang. At least take some walks with the brother or something, man. You know, because his brother was. I looked at him yesterday and I thought that too. I literally was thinking that. Hold on, man.
His arm just resting on top of his.
Yeah, and he barely hit the mitts with the guy. I don't think he really hit the mitts with Crawford, do he?
Nah, somebody else do it.
Somebody else do it.
He got 3 coaches, so you know.
Okay, yeah. He need to be doing that. He need to start open with doing something, bro, because that's something to worry about. Because, man, you know, health is wealth, man.
Diabetes, man.
Exactly, man. And then you get limbs taken from you, all types of stuff, man. Yeah. That's something he need to be concerned about, seriously. Yeah. Bud, you need to be on him about it. You gotta be competitive with him. Like, come on, man, I want you here. You gonna have to run with us or walk behind us or something. But you gotta get involved.
The condition boxes gotta stay in when your coach is in that poor shape.
Yeah, man, that's it's kind of. Ooh, man, I saw.
That's like having a personal trainer, right?
Yeah,
trying to get you in shape, and he look worse than you.
Yeah,
like, how you gonna help me?
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. And that happens, man. You know, You got to be you got to be, you have to be your philosophy.
Yeah, yes.
Even if you just training somebody to run laps, you got to be your philosophy in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
You got to show your training. You got to show your students discipline. Yeah.
If you don't, you got to sell yourself well.
Exactly. And I don't care if you is a good strategist, man. You bringing that lazy energy to the camp. You got
people gonna judge you, man. People gonna judge.
Especially in the boxing gym. You know how we do. We ain't gonna let off on you, man. You come up here looking like that. We gonna run you. Facts, man. Facts. But pound for pound list. This is the question right here I want to know. Where do we rank him in the pound for pound, Crawford, right now? Is he number one now?
Keep Canelo away from his name. I know that.
Yeah.
Trying to put Canelo all up there, right?
No way.
You know why? I take that away from Canelo when he lost to Bivol. He don't deserve to be number one.
He's not up there no more. Yeah.
He don't deserve it. He number 4 or 5 to me now because of course he's still a seller, but that last little performance, that's why he picking these Charlo brothers, because that last little performance in Mexico didn't do too well. So he's trying to rebuild himself.
And then one thing about Canelo, once he fight one person, he knows how to, like, once he fights somebody good, whether he lose or not, he knows to fight a little knockoff.
Yeah.
Somebody we ain't heard of.
He know how to pull it off, though.
Even the Charlo fight, he pulling them up 2 weight classes. Like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's an advantage. He always has to have some
you gotta have an advantage.
Advantage, man. So we do believe. I believe, and I've heard Terrence Crawford being called pound for pound number 1 even before
I think
this.
He was number 1 before this. So yeah.
But you know what though? Let me tell you something. One thing about it. What's the not a PVC, but the other one is
Top Rank.
The Zone.
Top Rank. They would never rank him.
They would never rank him.
That he beefing with them because he left him.
Man.
They
would
left
never
him.
have him like number 1. And
They
he
never
was with
do.
Top Rank.
Yeah, he left him. He left him high and dry. So
they did.
They got issues now.
They were always mentioning other welterweights, and
they put Vasily. They put Vasily and.
But I'm saying they was mentioning welterweights, and
Spence.
they would never mention Crawford.
Never do. Never did. And they never put him in the category. Especially when he left him. He made sure of that too. But I give him number 1, and it would be very weird to see someone not to put that man on the top of that list with a performance of a guy that's known for breaking people down severely.
Yeah, I think a lot of people's list had him and Spence 1 and 2 going into this fight. So I would imagine.
You know what I think is going to happen? I mean, I could be wrong. The fact that he made it look so easy the way he beat Spence, I think this is going to breed a lot of YouTubers thinking they can get in that ring. Thinking, thinking Crawford small. Still think just like that MMA guy want to fight Tyson Fury.
Oh
And they asked Crawford, "What do you think his chances are?" Crawford said 0.
That's right. Get on up out of there with that mess.
Man, they better stay out of our ring, man.
Exactly.
I get tired of that when they, that Dick Paul stuff, man.
Yeah. And you know what I liked about last night, right? It separated us from that mess. It went back to the old. It separated us from that mess. Where
there was no
you just
comparison.
can't. It's no comparison. Nobody better not think about getting in the ring with Terrence Crawford if you're a YouTuber or anything. You will get hurt severely.
He not gonna play with you.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna. Floyd will curry you for a few rounds and play around with you. No, Crawford gonna get you up out of here.
And also, my thing is this too. It separated our sport of combat from the other sports in terms of boxing is pure strategy. You got to really go into your war room, and you're gonna have to strategically defeat a great elite opponent.
That's a chess game.
Showed it was chess in the other sports. No disrespect to MMA, all them other things, but I've watched it. It's one of them joints where you can catch somebody. You catch somebody with a elbow or anything and win the fight. Last night you had to really think to win that fight.
Yeah.
And you know something else, man. You know how sometimes MMA think they can cross over.
Yeah, they
boxing, and boxers. I'm gonna tell you, Crawford could cross over.
He could cross over to MMA.
You know, he
Because
could
he got that,
cross over.
he got that wrestling background.
He can grapple and wrestle. Yeah,
That's right. He's a grappler.
Yes, indeed. He knows it too.
So nobody ain't gonna mention Crawford's name.
Nah, they ain't. None of them don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. And he'll probably go over there and become a champion.
Mm-hmm. They know about him already.
He'll go over there and be a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Crawford played chess last night. He wasn't playing no checkers. He was playing chess.
Man. Purebred chess last night, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. But brothers, I appreciate y'all again, man. As always, coming on here, man. We always had fun with y'all, man, on here, man. Every time. I was looking forward. I said, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Larry and Mo up on here, man. Like, we got to do that again. Because the last one was so good. Then we got disappointed because the fight didn't happen. I basically gave up on them brothers, man, for a second, man. I'm like, they ain't gonna fight each other,
I'm
man.
glad you said that. because I didn't think the fight was gonna take place. Because I saw Spence was getting big, I didn't think he was going to be able to make 47 to fight Crawford. So that's why I thought the fight wasn't going to take place.
Me too, man.
They were playing in negotiation roles, but Spence really couldn't make weight.
Yeah. But I'm glad it did happen, man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, I have no other than Mo Adams, Larry Quick. Man, yesterday was history all over again. Also visit rawvegan.com. On August the 18th, my protein powder drops. August the 18th. It will be available on rawvegan.com. You can pre-order it right now. Also visit rawvegancoffee.com. It's the luxury coffee in over 40 different flavors, man. Go visit that site as well. And also, be ready for next week. We're going to have some more guys on here, and we're going to talk boxing again as usual, man. And just keep it there, man. This is what we're going to do from here on out. We're going to have interviews, but we're going to cut back a little bit slightly and just have this boxing talk, man. Just guys that know what they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we're going to have fans too, but these are experts of this sport who love this sport, who was over this sport. These two brothers been in this sport since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? So they know it. If they don't, they can walk away from it 30 years and still know more about this sport than the average Mo and Joe down the street. Not the average Mo and Larry, but the average Mo and Joe.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man. But brothers, I appreciate y'all, man. Always, man.
Thanks for asking.
Man, and people don't understand, man. We are a fraternity. This is a fraternity, a lifetime fraternity. You can't turn your card in, man. You stuck with that card forever because that boxing ring is a special, sacred place. It's not for the weak. And nobody on this platform right here is of the weak.
Nah, man, it's about pure courage.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Yes, indeed, brothers. Pure courage. I mean, and I'm gonna go here right with y'all, right? Listen to this. Tell these people how that feel when they say, Larry Quick, come to the glove table.
Oh,
Lord. You talking about being nervous? You just don't understand anxiety until you go through that.
Man, yes.
Yes, indeed.
That bring back memories right there, boy.
They do, man. You gotta go to that glove table. You already know what time it is, man. Gotta be ready. And ain't no turning back. It ain't no turning back. No turning back.
Nah.
Man.
I never seen anybody.
I never seen nobody did it, but you wanted to, but nah, I'm going to make this happen, man. Oh, man. But seriously, man, it was that's Braveheart, man. That's just lines among lines, man. That's what we did. So the second win, boxing media. Peace.
All right. Peace.